Hey, welcome World Entertainment, and the marketing for Supergirl has seemingly started to ramp up as they've dropped not one but two new TV spots. The first one they dropped was strange because it didn't actually feature Supergirl because they were highlighting Lobo. It's Jason Momoa coming out of the trailer, not as Lobo, but he's got the Lobo teeth in and he's getting asked, don't worry, we're going to look at them. And then there is another one with Supergirl and Lobo features at the end with a little more action than the first one. But the reaction to this hasn't exactly been what you'd think it would be. But let's start off with the teaser of him and just him. So here is the Lobo TV spot. Here it is.
Do you have any comments about playing Lobo?
Finally.
So, as you see there, it's Momoa being asked, like, what's it like to finally be playing Lobo? And he's like, finally. And then we get to see the moment. And there are posters as well. Two posters, which you can see. The first one is just him. It's kind of your standard full look at him with the Lobo logo behind him. And people are kind of looking at this and going, okay. And then the next one is weird. It's like this black and white one. But the thing of bite me fanboy, that kind of like, what? Like, obviously, it's meant to be the character saying, like, yo, bite me. But why fanboy? Why is that on there? I don't know. But we'll have a look at the article first and then kind of break down the reaction to these images and these TV spots. So it's saying earlier today, which was the other day, I think Friday, DC Studios released a new Supergirl TV spot, finally revealing Jason Momoa's Lobo in all his comic accurate glory. Now we have two promo posters for the movie, featuring an even better look at the DCU's take on the main man. Despite playing the DCEU's Arthur Curry, aka Aquaman, starting in 2016's Batman vs Superman Dawn of Justice and ending with The Flash in 2023. That's wrong. He wasn't in The Flash. Whether that's meant to say Aquaman 2, it's kind of a bit weird that they put The Flash down, but okay. Momoa has long been a fan favourite choice to bring Lobo to life on screen. Some might argue that gives what we see here something of a cosplay feel, but when you get past this being Momoa dressed as Lobo, it's hard to deny that it looks like the Scourge of the Cosmos has been pulled straight off the page. And this is one of the issues, is this cosplay factor. The big test will be seeing what Momoa does with Lobo in Supergirl. Though the preview released earlier certainly seems to have left the majority of fans hugely excited, did it? The character's role in the movie is expected to be equivalent to an extended cameo, though we expect his scenes to be action heavy. That's an issue they have there because he's meant to be in pretty much less than 5 minutes of the movie. He's meant to only have 2 fight scenes in the whole movie. That's it, 2. So no, I doubt his thing will be action heavy. But, and this is where it's also funny because it says last year Supergirl director Craig Gillespie reflected on the amazing experience of shooting the movie's action scenes, and yet nothing he says includes Lobo, because he said this: we had about 6 or 7 weeks, it was just all stunts, we had a lot to do. My stunt coordinator at one point said, we're doing all of this cable work, we have 8 miles of cable right now on the stage, I've never had it that much. It was really exciting. There was always a little difference whether she had her full power or she had no power, like when she's on a red planet. We're going to come back to that part. He continued, it is fun watching the movie because she's going in and out of these planets with red planets and yellow planets, and Superman's powers, girls' powers, don't work on red planets. They're just ordinary human beings, and that's where she's comfortable. And she and she'll get drunk there. Also, where she is in the story emotionally dictated a lot of how these fight sequences went. So if she was in a very angry place, it was going to be much more like a phonetic camera, whatever that is. Messy, aggressive camera work, which means a lot of shaky cams and stuff like that. The part he gets completely wrong there is yellow planets and red planets. I think you mean red suns and yellow suns. It's not the planets that affect them, it's the suns that affect them. Doesn't give you much confidence in this movie when the director doesn't even know the difference between the planet and the sun, does it? But, and like, that's not exactly a he misspoke. Red planet and red planet compared to yellow sun and red sun. It's quite a difference. But the Lobo backlash, that's pretty much here online. So the first reactions are not positive from people, believe it or not. So like someone saying, I'm underwhelmed. This is what y'all been waiting for? It's like, Someone said, I'm not going to lie, he looks kind of retarded. So, it's not really going all that great. Another one says, Lobo's cool, but I doubt Momoa can pull off the vibe. So that's an interesting one. This one's probably the harshest one so far. Looks unbelievably shit. So, it's like, it's weird. Like, people's reaction has kind of been, it looks more like cosplay, don't think Momoa's the right fit, all of this stuff. Now, there is obviously a lot of people praising it as well, but there's a lot more people pushing back against it, which is weird. Because, like, when he was announced as being Lobo, people were excited. They were like, yeah, that's exactly who should be Lobo. He should have always been Lobo. So, where this idea is of, no, he's absolutely the wrong choice, is, like, really, really weird. So, we'll have to wait and see what exactly comes of this. But, again, for people getting super excited about Lobo being in this movie, they really do need to remember that he is basically in like a handful of scenes in the movie, and he's only 2 action scenes. Like 2 fights is all Lobo has. But the one thing you can't argue when you look at the images and everything else with him, he looks comic book accurate. You know, even the knife hook thing is perfect. It's just, I don't know whether people were expecting something a bit different seeing it in live action for the first time or what, but to have that kind of reaction of it just looks like cosplay, it's like, but you've never seen him in live action on the big screen. I know, didn't he appear in one of the series in live action? I can't remember which one. I don't think it was Titans. It was something that I believe he appeared in very briefly as well. But this is your first time ever having Lobo in one of these movies, so I'm not quite sure what people were expecting. The only thing I take away from the vibe of what we get is it's a little the exact same as his portrayal of Aquaman. Like, it's kind of the same laugh and stuff like that. So that'd be my concern. But overall, I think he looks fine. You know, he does look the part. It does look comic accurate and stuff. It's just, it's going to be in this movie that's probably going to be a disaster. He's only got a couple of scenes in it. 2 fights apparently in it. And yeah, people are trying to say it's more cosplay than anything. So,
okay, this does not look like this is going to end well for you guys.
What was it like to lose everything in a day?
Kurtom didn't die in a day. Gods are not that kind. Oh, he's such a...
Let me know what you guys think of not just the teaser trailers, well, the TV spots featuring him. What do you think of the posters, and do you agree with people? Do you think this looks more like cosplay, or are you excited to see Momoa as Lobo in the movie? Let me know. And with that, I shall leave it there for this one. So do like, share, subscribe, and all that good stuff. Cheers, and I shall catch you in the next one.